Well, if this works, it'll be a damn miracle. Let's go through it. Hey, how are you? Yeah, that works. How come that works? It has never, ever worked right before. Huh. Well, that just goes to show you if you hit it hard enough, it's going to pay attention. Okay, let's get back home. Where are we here? There's home. All right, we got stuff. Okay, who's here so far? We got S. Ross, Lemonhead Penny, Corey, John, Fire Cajun, Corey, Vic. Vic's moved. He'll be back shortly. There's Ginger. Ginger just got her prize from like a month ago. I'm sure she's happy about that. And Eric. All right, we'll get a few people here. Okay, I got to get my notes together because just forget it, man. This place is in chaos right now. Gums O'Hara. Isn't that one of the gangsters from like Chicago in the 30s? One of them guys. There's Mantic Coins. Okay, let me get a couple of notes. Huh. I have some notes here. Okay, that's right. That's right. That's okay, good. I have them. Good. All right. I haven't done a damn thing since Wednesday. I mean, nothing. Dude. I'm in like a total slouch here. Let me move this up here. Okay. I got on the computer a couple of times, but for the most part, I've been about as useless as tits in the Pope. We're getting better. You know, stomach cramps and all that stuff. You get that. What do? Who else is here? El Cazador, good to see you. There's Lemonhead, Courtney Saburin. I say that right, Courtney? We get some new faces from time to time. We'll fill you in what's going on. This is the big show. It's a lot of fun. We talk and we show stuff off, and people donate to the show, and we take those donations and we put it into a package over here, and we give it away to somebody. So somebody's going to get a whole bunch of stuff. It's a viewer-supported giveaway. The more the donations come in, the bigger the package gets. If you have won anything from me in the past 2 months, you may not win today. So don't even participate, but you can watch, by God. It'll be fun. But the idea there is more people can get a piece of the action. And, well, geez, the whole idea is to put coins into the hands of collectors and give everyone, give a lot of people a good boost to their collection. We give away some things here that people may not buy on their own. Sometimes it's stuff that they don't even know exists. There's Ray Chupp. It's good to see you. We give away crazy stuff, some pretty valuable stuff. We got into commemorative half dollars. We get pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, halves, 2, 3. Let's see, 2 or 3. Yeah, half cents, 20 cents, everything. No gold yet, but we're getting there one day. And Lincoln's here. He says donate to kp@live.com. Yeah, if you do wish to support the channel, there's 2 ways to do it. The first is to send money, right? That's just as good as cash nowadays. Now, so much comes in, $20 comes in. I put $20 in retail value in coins into the package. Now, if you do send money, there's an email address right here. If you type that in, make sure it's spelled right. There is a link in the description, and you should be able to click on that, and that'll take you to, directly to PayPal. And should work perfectly. If you do send cash, though, it must be goods and services. If it's not goods and services, I will return it. Thank you for your generosity, but I can't use it. I do a lot of business through PayPal, and if they catch me taking friends and family for this show, they're gonna cut my balls off. Okay, we just don't want to have that happen. I don't have a Weiss account to fall back on. So I'm going to protect that, and that means if it comes in friends and family, I'm going to send it back. Tomoko's made it here this time. Glad to see you. Penny Pincher says, I'm going to start my channel next week after I set up a few things. Oh, geez, just, practice. You do 50 videos before you get good at it. There you go. Now, the second way to contribute to the show is to send coins. Okay, here's where that email address comes in handy. Instead of sending cash, send a message and says, geez, I want to get some coins in here, and I'll give you my shipping address, and you can mail them on up, and we put them right in. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people have sent coins in, and we're going to add those in today. So it'll be fun. Jeez, the stuff they send. I mean, it's stuff I wouldn't think to send in. We get Hong Kong nickels, half pennies from, I don't know where the hell it's from England, right? We get these pennies as big as a plate. Oh, there's a bunch of proof half dollars here. A little bit of everything. Mint sets, proof sets. Gosh, this stuff. Oh, let's see who's here just showed up. Eric Bartholomew has just showed up. Gonna want to keep these. Yeah, there's stuff I'd like to keep, man, but well, let's put it out. Now, I had trouble. See, 3-4 days ago, I was kind of in the groove, but I haven't done a darn thing, so I don't know where anything is in this pile back here. Good Lord, I can't find the Stand Liberty quarters. I can't find bunches of stuff. The half pennies they've just plain evaded me. I can't find the large cents. So the heck with it. I'm at the limit over here. I need to set up a new table and start over and just, put newspaper across this, and maybe I can use that some more. But we got a lot of changes, of course, that are always going on. I need to find more time to do a couple of projects that I want to get going. I do most of my business on email, I'll tell you the truth. I got a few people I've been selling to for years and years. Well, one of the fellows passed away about a week ago. He was getting kind of long in the tooth. Good guy. Met him years ago when I was renovating his bathroom. And we just got to talking. Great guy. He'd been buying things from me for a long time. I just sent him email. Works out great. I get into town, I drop it off because he was right over here. But he passed away. So I need to, kind of find some replacements for that. So I'm working on the email list, and I think I'd like to expand that as a marketing venue. There'll be more information about that later. But it's going to take my time. I want to get more work on the book. That's going to take, a bunch of time. It's half written. I just got to put it in the right order and get the notes sorted out. So somehow, somewhere, I've got to find the extra time. What I'm going to do is we're going to put the Wednesday Wheat Show on hold for a while. Donations have been declining to pretty small levels. It's become a small show, and really for what I get out of it, I could really use that extra evening. So for now, Wednesday Wheats is on hold. Now the way the schedule works out, the big show, that's right here. Big show's doing fine. People like it. It needs its place. It needs its its spotlight as well. And I also need the morning time on the weekends. So we're going to move the big show to 9:30 at night from now on. Not tonight, because we got this show. But starting next week, the big show will be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, it'll be towards late in the evening. But that's going to work out a whole lot better for me. And hopefully I'll get a little more exposure out of it, so we'll get a much bigger prize as well, hitting that prime time. So be ready for it. Meantime, we had some other things. A couple of weeks ago, this baby came in. It's the Coin Op t-shirt. And I've got it all folded up nice and pretty. And the promise was I was going to give that away last week. But, well, let's just face it, I just plumb forgot. So we're going to add this into the package today. I'm not going to put it under the camera because, well, it's going to take up the whole space here. But that's an extra large. And I meant to wear the other one, but that's over here. Okay, I got kind of busy. Just trying to catch up. But it's made out of regular t-shirt material, whatever that is, like cotton and poly. And I guess they call it Eco Smart now because, it's the same cotton and polyester blend they've been serving for 50 years, but now it's Eco, which means it's nothing. I don't know. It's just a different name. So there it is. It's an Eco t-shirt. It's the Coin Op t-shirt. You'll like it. It's XL. If it's too small, wash it in hot water. If it's too big, get a salad. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're going to get that in. Let's add some more stuff to this package over here to get this going. And I'll talk while you guys, get the donations going over here. Now, we always start off with this big fat copper round. And these are just wonderful little things. The kids love them. Okay, it's a solid ounce of 0.999 fine copper. And that's the Walking Liberty. I got one right here. There you go. That's the Walking Liberty design. See the $50 here? There you go. It's not an exact match, but it's real close. And it's a whole lot bigger. There you go. But whereas this one is, you know, $10, this is like $2. But they're kind of nice. They're shiny. The kids like shiny. It's for the sheeple. Now we've had a couple of donations come in already. We've got, I lost it. Vivian sent $5 last week. Well, we got that in here. We got Gone Fishing has already contributed 20. We got S. Ross. That's him. He's sent in $25. So we're gonna have a decent package for sure today. No question about that. But we're gonna start off with this here piece of copper. Kind of nice. Get into it. You'll like it. You'll love it. Now Blockhead sent a bunch of stuff. He got a whole box of stuff. And I went through it took me an hour to just go through the box. Okay. Now we're gonna add a proof set. This from Blockhead. And a mint set. This is a 1982 proof set. There you go. Looks just like that. These are the, oh, there we go. The whole pack, the whole proof coins slide out. And they stick in here, so you can set that on your desk and show the world how wonderful you are. But it makes a decent presentation. You have to dust it every now and then. Every now and then, you know, if you leave it on your desk. But it's a 1982. You get the penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and $1/2, and the big copper treasury token. There you go. Good looking proofs. Not a thing wrong with it. We thank Blockhead for sending these over. Now the back of the penny has a little bit of toning starting in around the, right around the edge, giving us some extra character. These are black and white. Pretty decent. Okay. We'll slide that. Gotta be face up. Are you one of the people that wants everything facing up? Okay, there we go. Face up. Like if I put this back here, all right, but this is, let's see if that mess, does that mess with anybody? Is anybody having anxiety because of this? It's okay. Really. I'm going to flip out though. I think I'll just move that right back. There we go. Now we can proceed. Okay, I'm going to slide that back in. And we're going to put that 82. You get the original box that it comes in from the mint. There's a few marks on there, but, well, that's just a box. And I can lift this up. There we go, so we can see the proof set. Pretty good. Okay. Keeping with the 80s, we've got a 1987 Uncirculated Set. All right, let's have a look at these. Oh, yeah. Now you get the P and the D. Right, penny, nickel, dime. Where's the dime? Oh, that's the dime. That's the nickel over here. And the quarter and the $1/2. There you go. So you get the 87. That's a tougher to get a hold of. But we're going to put that right in. That's 87D. And we have all the P mint coins as well. There you go. Now by 87, the mint had started to improve their packaging systems. There you go. But they still weren't doing much about the way they handled the coins. But these are in pretty decent shape. The cellophane's a little bit thicker than it was in the 70s. And you're starting to get some printed envelopes. But what the heck. You'll like it. It's a good way to put together the whole set. I'm going to tuck that right in here. And that's the 87 P&D mint set. And that's complete with all the stuff that goes with it. And it's just a paper envelope. They're not particularly expensive, but they're kind of nice to have around. Now you put together a full set of those, and you will automatically get a full set of, well, all the pennies and nickels, dimes, quarters, and halves. I can only stay for 30 more minutes. Got to get to work. Well, we thank you, Aunt, for coming by. Yep, and I sent you an email. Respond to it. We'll go from there. Okay, we got Bill J in the house. Bill J sent this giant package, and we've been giving stuff away out of his package for darn near 2 months. Oh, very good. I'll check the email another time. I'm in the middle of a show right now. Okay. This is the end of what Bill J has sent in. Gosh, he was generous with all this stuff. I mean, just piles of stuff. Now, you're going to find Bill J in the link in below. He's the YouTuber Coin Community Channel of the Month. So he's got about 282. He's been making good progress with subscribers. Got a new video out today. Ginger says, do you know what year the mint started adding the copper mint coin? No idea. Let's see. They had it, whenever they had a space to fill, they put these in. Earlier years, they had a sort of a foil, stamped foil thing up until, sometime, probably 64. In 65, 6, and 7, it was the special mint sets. So after 67, that'd be 68. Do I have a 68? I don't know if I have a 68 on the mint set. But on the 82s, for example, they use the copper in there. You'll see, well, they had all these containers because they fit the Susan B. Anthony dollar, but that thing was so damn ugly that they didn't make any Susan B. Anthony dollars after 1981. So they needed to fill that. So they said, okay, we'll just make these. And there it is. 1982. Okay, yeah, so there you go. But for the mint sets, those copper tokens, they've been around for a while. Now in 73, no, up until 74, they had the S cent was in here. But there's space to move the stuff around and put it in closer. But there you go. Well, you take out the S cent, you need to put something else in there. But you get these little tokens, and they really, the tokens themselves don't have any particular value. You see them trying to be sold from time to time. Sometimes people pay $1 for them. That's probably about 85 cents too much. But there's millions of them because they don't change from year to year. I don't own many mint sets. I don't own this one. This comes from Blockhead. There we go. We'll put that right in. Go from there. But Bill J has sent a bunch of stuff, and we are at the end of it. So we're going to put in a, good Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a whole bunch of things. Okay, I've got 1976 Kennedy $50. Now he goes through a box of $50 every day. When did the new rule start for 2 months waiting period? Last week we started that, but for the 18-year-olds, you can be any age to win, right? I figure, look, their kids need to win this stuff too. But if you won in the last 2 months, I'm not going to send the package out. We'll just add it on to next week's package. So the proof and mint set came from Blockhead, but this comes from Bill J. He goes through a box every day if the bank tellers are in place. I guess he had a couple of them were on vacation and running around. So some of these have come out of circulation, and they'll be slightly impaired, but not too bad. I mean, you got a cameo before 1977, you get a pretty decent proof. There we go. That's a bicentennial $50. Great shape on that. I'm going to put that in. Keep going. You ready? 1977. Again, a proof coin. 77S. We'll put him in. Okay, 1981. You get a little bit of toning on this one. And you can see the the solid mirror finish on that. The blue light is actually the camera. I don't know why they put a light on the darn thing. It doesn't serve any point except to say, look here. But I don't look at that camera. The coins look at that camera. There's the reverse of that. Okay, 77, 76, 81. Is that? Yeah, that's an 81. The next up is an 82. So we got a whole bunch of pros. There we go. That's the 82S. Keep on going. Look at this. He's a coin roll hunting machine. What was it? 22, 40% he found last week in a day. Whoa. Okay, 85. There you go. Well, that just shows you what persistence will do over time. You can put together a pretty decent set just from going through coin rolls. Okay, this is a 2009. And that's a proof. You'd expect something like, 2009 would be NIFC, but this is a proof coin. But it has been lightly circulated. No matter. We'll put that baby right in. Okay, and then we had 2 more things just sitting around on the bottom. One was a 2012, which he has labeled as a minor misalignment. So let's look at that. Here it is. I'm going to turn this fan on just a minute. Is that okay? Okay. You might hear a slight hum. Minor misalignment. You'll see on the left side over here, okay, a bit of a thicker rim. Compare the thickness of the rim here to this side over here, where it's just about at the edge. I mean, it's almost no rim whatsoever. Okay, now let's flip that over and have a look. And I've got even rim all the way around. Okay, now if this side were the same as the other, where it was kind of close on one side, and big gap on the other, then it would be an off center. But what you got here is only one side. The obverse is, out of whack, but the reverse is just fine. Is that lint? It's from the cotton gloves. Here we go. So what you have here are the dies. They're not quite aligned. They're kind of, kind of skewed. Well, we're going to put that right in there. And the last thing, this is hiding under the rubber bands on the bottom. Because I don't throw nothing away, right? I've got a wheat, and it's a 1916S. Okay, now it's been on the bottom of the pile for, well, 2 months since it's been here. And I'd give that probably a very good define. Looking at the back, I'm going to say I can't see much with the way the reflection is. I'm going to give that very good. Well, there's an early date. I'll put that right in the pile. That's all from Bill J. Gosh, we've been 2 months giving away stuff from Bill. We want to thank him. You check on his link down below, and why not go over and check out some of his channels? Because if he can find this kind of stuff, I mean, consistently, maybe he's doing something you might want to emulate. I mean, gosh, the stuff he sent in. Halves, nickels, dimes, pennies, all of it. Excuse me. The 1970 dime with a 68 reverse. I got a couple of those somewhere around here. We better check that dime. That was a 2012, so that's not going to have it. You got the 2009 proof? Okay. Have you got the 2003 NIFC? Because I got this one here. We're going to keep adding stuff. Mantic has sent a bunch of things. Now he's got a show. He goes through $50. I mean, like green coins with a new maid, right? Ken, I want to get you props. Geez, Adam, look, we got these from Tim Ratchin. This is the Looksy app. They're actually stickers. I got more of these. Let's see, we got Mantic coins here. Got Flesh's guitar pick. I got another coin. Where'd it go? It's gone. Did I put it in the prize? Oh, there it is. Yep, I did. Okay. Try to keep this around. Dustin said a bunch of these. That's just a blank planchet, but I'm keeping that one because that's part of the, the show-off stuff, part of the props. Yeah, if you want to see some of your stuff right down here, send it. Right. Not too bad. This comes from Mantic, and this is a 2003 P NAFC, and it's pretty darn good shape. You need some gold and silver. I had a little jar of gold here for a while, but we sent that to Lincoln. So he's got a little jar of gold. Okay, let's have a look at the old NAFC here. Okay, this came out of a circulated roll. And boy, it's in beautiful shape. You do have some contact marks. Well, I think I could live with that. Mantic coins. I got your package the other day. We like that silver maple leaf. Excuse me. Did I miss that show? Or I probably wasn't paying attention. Well, what you got here is a copper nickel clad Kennedy. Great color, great luster. We'll put that right back in. And we're going to add that over here to the package. So, geez, you're getting kind of heavy on the $50 here. What do you got? You got one in the mint set. No, two in the mint set. We got one in the proof set. There they are, right? We got several from Bill. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the proofs. We got another one from Mantic. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's $10.50 in the package already. We didn't even, we haven't even looked at the donations yet. Okay, from Lemonhead, he sent a whole, look at this. This is some kind of pill boxer, so I don't know what the package is, but these are the coolest things I've ever seen. These are British half cents. There we go. Got a little ship on it. These are 1967, so I'm keeping one of these for myself. But this is Travis Martin, Lemonhead Penny. He's in here somewhere. You'll see him. Lemonhead, show yourself. Stand up and let him see how pretty you are. There we go. Your Queen Elizabeth, the early image on her. The younger profile in 67. Well, they do that in England. Okay, we're going to put that right in there. It's 100% copper, and it's huge. That's a real nice one. I like the copper stuff because it's, colorful. Okay, Paula sent a bunch of stuff in. Paula Bloom, or Bloom? Is it Bloom or Blum? Well, no matter. We've got 2 items left from Paula, and I've got a 2017 P and a 2017 D, brand new Lincolns. Now, you might say, geez, that's kind of lame. But, well, 2017 is gone. Have you got a few rolls of P and D? Because I had a bunch of P's, but I sold them off to Ken Potter. He took them to Konica, and they made some medals out of them. But I didn't have any more 2017 P rolls. Geez, what am I thinking? Well, no matter. I'll probably get one of the medals, and we'll give that away. And that's what we have for a start today. Plus, of course, the Coin Op t-shirt. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. I'd like to see you wearing this. Just this. Not you, Lemonhead. I was talking to somebody else. Okay, hello, Bill J. There's Bill J, I guess. Is Bill J here? Hoogie's here. Hoogie sent some just gorgeous Morgan dollars a few times. Yeah, it's already a great package. If I can get the camera to focus, that'd be even better. There we go. We got a couple of pennies, a half penny, a 16S. We got the misaligned dime, stack of halves, proof set, mint set, and a whole lot of love. Let's get over and take a look at what we have going on. I know that Vivian sent $5 last week. We got 20 from Gone Fishing, 25 from S. Ross. I wonder if I had that. Okay, we're going to log in. I get to talking and stuff. Wait for it. Drink more coffee. Log in. Log in. It's almost dirty, isn't it? Almost. Okay, we got some activity here. There's Viv. Viv. Now there's 2 Vivs. Okay, let me see. This is the other Viv. There you go. The first Viv is Vivian. The next one is somebody else. Okay, that's Eric. And Eric's in for 8. God love you. So we got, the place is full of Vivians. I don't know how that works. I've never heard the name before. Let me scroll down just a bit. There's S. Ross. Yep, there's Gone Fishing. There's Eric Meissner with 10. That's actually Eric Bartholomew. There we go. Ray Chupp with 15. Scroll, scroll. Oklahoma, huh? Okay. And Courtney. Courtney's new to the show, but we'd like to have you joining. The more people come in, the bigger the package get. And Courtney has donated $10 to give it a boost. God love you. And Scott Hugenboom with 10 more. Now that's Hoogie's Hobby Shop. He does a lot of woodwork. And well, he did a carving, I guess it was scroll work with the date on the 1982 small date. And it really shows up when the thing's an inch thick and, a foot across. You can really, take a look at the letter and say, oh, I see. One shaped like a goose and the other was kind of fancy. But get over and watch that. It's, it's entertainment if nothing else. Okay, let's add this all up and get back to where we were, because we got some things to add. Okay, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 23. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's $103 to play with. Yeah, we can make this happen. Ginger, long time no see. Must have been a couple hours. Walkers and Franklins, Aunt says. What do you like most? You like Morgans? You like Peace? You like Walkers, Franklins, Barbers? What's that? 3, 2, 1, 5, 10. You name it. Let's get a big one. Beth Coddington. Fluffy's here. Fluffy, where have you been? Okay, we're going to start in right here with this. I had offered this a couple of weeks ago on the Friday show, and somebody wanted it, but they backed out. Well, that's okay. Things happen. But let's get in there and take a look. I'm going to bring this in so we can see better. Yeah, that's my Tootsie Roll piggy bank that has never been washed. It's okay. I had my truck for 12 years now, and it has also never been washed. Okay, and this is a scale, but it's appropriate, and I think it's probably time I wash that. Gosh, I'm just a pig. Okay, we're going to put this guy in for $80 because it is scrumptious. This is an NGC slab, MS64 Morgan dollar. Now you can find the book value on this is in excess of $80 normally. $18.99. Oh, it's a looker. Yep. That girl should have been living above a bar back in 1899. Right in New Orleans. It is blast white. Hard to beat something like this. If you don't have, you know, a higher end Morgan dollar, dude, you got to get one of these. They are delightful. Let's put that under the scope and have a real good look at her. There it is. Okay, there's the O mint mark. You'll find that right above the DO and dollar. Right in there. Now, I have not checked for whams and vams because Morgans aren't really my forte. But the tails look right. I don't see anything funny with the wings. I don't see any big gobs of metal sticking around anywhere. But if you were, well, you know, check out the vams and whams because I don't have enough time for it all. But let's have a look at the detail on the breast. This is wonderful. Okay, what I'm saying more than anything else are just little rub marks on this thing. The outer rim, it's white. It's blast white. It's a peach. Now it's NGC certified. You can check this number right here, 1954370-012, MS64. And here you go. What do you got here? You got wheat. You got cotton. What's this one? That tobacco? I don't know what it is. What is that? That might be cotton. Yep, I put that stuff in my hair. There you go. This might be the worst of it right here. And dude, that's another coin that has struck it. That's the reeded edge off the coin. Off our neighbor's coin. Hello, Ken Peavy. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I hope I was more regular. It was an intestinal thing. Well, you go out in public. Most of the time I stay around the house, right? I go out in public to do something. I come home, I get, you know, but I get to going. I got these ideas. I follow them through for, you know, days straight. But I got to get more time to do the things that I need to do so I can improve the direction that I'm headed. So we're going to take Wednesday wheats. We're going to put that on the back burner for a little while. Ooh, there we go. And by gosh, I could use another 4 days a week, but I'll take one. One will help. There's home, and we can put this, snuggle it right in here, and now you get a pretty good package. There's Logan. Logan won a couple of weeks ago. Logan, you can't win today. You won 2 weeks ago on the Wednesday weeks. If you have won from me in the past 2 months, you cannot win today. Okay, what do we got there? That was 80, so we still got 23 to play with. Yeah, that's how it works. Now you know. You send in the money, and we're not putting junk in here. dude, look at it. Yeah, we get some decent little packages here. We put out some crazy cool stuff. What's going on with the focus? This camera is finicky. It came from Walmart. Sorry, it's the only place in town. There we go. Let me straighten that out. There. Okay, plus we have the t-shirt. Hello, kiddo at Logan's. Logan says hello. So have you dropped the 18 rule? Yes, I dropped the 18 rule, Logan. However, I added a rule that says you cannot win more than one time in 2 months. Okay, now you won 2 weeks ago. You can't win today, right? So if I ask a trivia question, don't answer. Because you ain't going to get it. You got a good package. And you know, it's the young people like Logan who really need to win, you know, this stuff. We need a date list for winners. Me too. God, I've got a partial one, but I've got to go back and, you know, look at stuff and say, ah, here it is. But you know if you won or not. Okay, great. We've done that. Thanks, Aunt. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't have the list quite yet, then, you know, some people might get in. They won 7 weeks ago, and we'll go with that. But Logan, I know you won 2 weeks ago, right? Aunt won recently. Somebody won last week. I forget who. We'll figure it out. Well, anyway, we'll get there, and I'll probably keep it in the description below. If you do the trivia and I guess and I win, can I pick who gets it or no? No. You circumventer. No, you may not enter. Your responses will be ignored. I love coin trivia. Mantic's got the book. Here, I could write a book. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of notes, and we'll get to it. I should write an America coin trivia book. Look, we talked about it, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? We all to get together, right? We would write the trivia book. It wouldn't be that hard, but we'd have, I mean, thousands of the darn things sold quick. We take the money from the book and we add it to the package. So it'd be a community project. You know, we all make the book and sell it everywhere and really give some stuff away. No, Logan, you can't do that. You're out for 2 months, but you won. That's a big thing. You won. Send an email and I'll help for some of the royalties. There you go. Then I'll buy coins with it. Yeah, we buy the coins. We sell the book. We buy the coins. We have fun. And add to the package. It'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to get over and take a look at the PayPal real quick because I've been rambling for 37 minutes. We tend to go about an hour. Summary. There we go. And then we drop the hammer. Oh, I got some neat stuff lined up. I couldn't find some stuff. It beats me where it went. For God's sakes. Okay, let's see. There's Viv. There's Viv. The other Viv. Courtney. Scott. Leon just joined us with a $20 donation. God love you. Then we have Beth Coddington. There's Fluffy. Now, Beth, Beth was doing a play is what I understood. I don't know what she was acting out. She's usually acting up. But she was someplace local. She's doing a play. Is that right, or were you doing something different? Do you still have the coins? I have them right here. Gosh, yes. It is not a problem. I have not sent an invoice, but I have not, done anything else with the coins. I got you covered. But I just have to go. But you had some 2 cents. There's a Morgan. There's a peace dollar in there. There's a 50-cent commemorative Colombian $50. I don't know what else. We'll work it out. You were directing a play. You, over there. Okay. Yeah, I have you covered, Beth. I'll get an invoice to you. That's I had one invoice. No, 3. A lady had ordered 3 times from me, and I meant to get to it. And, oh gosh. That went on 2 months later. She says, "Hey, you gonna send my stuff ever? Just bill me. I'll pay." I'm sorry. There's one of me. Like I said, I got to get more time. I put too much into the show sometimes, and okay, something's got to give. And rather than the people, you know, suffer who are paying for stuff, let's get it together. You don't want to see this table behind me. God, forget it. How do you lose, you know, $200 coins? I mean, it's on, I don't know. It's in there. Okay, we got Leon and Beth with 30 more, so we got 53 we can still add in. That ain't too bad. Now, one thing I want to do is expand that email list that I was talking about. I get things and I show them to people through email, and you know, a lot of times, you know, it goes pretty quick. If it doesn't, I show it to the next guy. Give him a few days and show it to the next guy. By the time I show these things to, you know, 6 or 8 people, it's gone. So when I say I flip coins, that's what I do. It works pretty effectively. But what I like to do is use the donations for this channel to give people a chance to get on that mailing list. Now, if you want to get on my mailing list, I can't promise I'm going to give you any, you know, special deals or special offers for a while, because I do have some people that are, you know, some power buyers who kind of get first dibs. But if you want to get on my mailing list, well, I can always find more stuff and go from there. But well, it's the power buyers that work for me, right? They pay my light bill, they feed me, they fix my glasses, keep the power running. They get first dibs. So I got kind of a ladder going. The more you spend, right, the more you donate to the channel. It's easy for me just to write down 20 over in a column in a spreadsheet someplace and keep track of how much money you're donating to the channel. I mean, Mantic Coins has donated, what, $600 or $700 in the past few months. Lincoln Central, same thing. They're up there. So we'll put together a ladder. And the higher you are on the ladder, the better chance you have of getting these offers, right? And I get more stuff and keep shopping, and we'll go from there. So now there's you know, we can build in an incentive to donate to the show. You know, you can get on that mailing list and say, oh, I can get that for how much? I'll take it. Because a lot of times I just flip stuff over quick and just flip it. And you can make some money. Well, you can get some good buys that way. Ask Mantic. I gave him a couple of offers recently, and he took advantage of those. But the more you donate to the channel, the higher you go on that ladder. I'm at the bottom rung. You're on the ladder, but I'm not going to send you these offers without your permission, because that's spam. That's exactly what spam. Hey man, buy my wingdings, whatever the heck it is. So if you want to be on that email list, you have to let me know, and I'll put you on the list. But I can't guarantee how long it'll be before you start to see these offers. But to get those offers faster, well, support the channel more. We'll go from there. We got $53 to add. Oh, let's see. I want to get that in. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me slide these off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to get things I haven't had on the show before as much as possible. I'm going to straighten these all out so they all face up, so we can put them on camera. Okay. You know what they say by shiny as a new dime? This is what they mean by shiny as a new dime. These are just uncirculated. I gave you permission the other night. Yep, you're on the list. I just have to get, well, I got to get to it. There you go. Now let's have a look at these under the scope real quick. What do we got here? Okay, we've got 1954S. Absolutely brilliant shining thing. 1964. One of them's a D. I think that's the D. Okay, 1955. And we got a 1955S somewhere else here. There's a 59. There's a 55S, and that is the 63. Let's look at the backs, okay? 54. Flip her over. And there's the S. Now, I've gone through a roll of these recently. I found a couple of RPMs. This is not one of them. However, some of these have a pretty strong clash, you're going to find right over here through E pluribus. So keep an eye out for that, because I did not pick those out. We got a 1964, just screaming, shining. Okay, great strike. Now you got to watch these early 60s Philadelphia mints on the dimes. It was common practice in the early 60s that when the proof dies were no longer suitable for proofs, they would use them to make the business strikes. So you get some of these, you get these, 60 to 64 Philadelphia Roosevelts that are proof-like. That's no fooling. They're in great shape. Okay, that's a 63. What's this one going to be? That's going to be a 55. P or S? That's a 55S. There you go. And that mid mark's a little bit flattened, I believe. But you can have a look at it. It does have some die cracks here and there. This one over here is a 59. And I think that's a P. That's a P. And this one that slid off the little tray is, oh, I don't know what it is. 55 again. How many 55s have got on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 55 plain. There you go. And that's got a great clash on there. Right along here. I see a big red spot. Ginger says, I would also like to be on that list. Send me an email, because during the show, I can barely keep up with chat. When I see these bright, here, let me show you this. Let me see if we can see this. There's a screen. See the bright orange over here by Ginger? I can see that. That gets my attention. All the rest of the stuff people have been saying for the past 20 minutes, dude, I won't see that until I go through it again. Okay, what do we go? Let's go home. So if you want to get on that list, and I can't promise I can, that offer is going to make it to you for a while. But you can climb that list by making channel donations. And there's some great stuff out there. Ask Mantic, hey man, is it worth it? And he'll tell you. Okay, let's see what we got. We got these, where is it? Okay. 6 beautiful Roosevelts. Let's have a look here. I can't see anything. I would have put these in at $4 a piece. 54S, 55, 55S, 59, 63, and 64. So you can get started on a decent little set of Roosevelts. I'm going to line them right up over there. But boy, these are just absolutely brilliant. All right, these ain't your mama's pennies. Well, actually, they'd be my mama's pennies. Okay, I'm like 20 minutes behind on the chat. And it's going to seize up on me here. Avery says, put my name on the list. Send me an email. You got to send me an email. So I put it on your, so that I know to get you, because I can't keep track of the show and what people want after the show at the same time. Thursday at 6 and Saturday at 4:30, Mantic has a show. Beth was at a cast party. You got a cast? Well, get well soon. Hope you get that cast removed. Mantic, if you buy everything, I don't get a chance. I'll just get more stuff. That's all. I mean, I've got, geez, I've got all kinds of proofs. I could run those for all summer and not run out of stuff. So it just comes down to how quickly I can, work up, take the pictures and send emails and go from there. But here's what happens, right? I send you the email. You got 24 hours to respond. All right. If you don't respond, I make the offer to the next person. Now, it might still be available, but that next person has 24-hour dibs, right? So if they buy it all, it's out. Right? But for the first 24 hours, you got dibs. You buy them all, you got them all. And we just keep working it that way. And that's why, that's how it works with, the first group of people that I've been doing it with for years. Only I give them more than more than 24 hours. But it should work. Okay, where were we on that? That was $4 a piece? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 24. Yep, so I get 29 to play with. What do you want to see next? I'm going to get a laptop. Be right back. Okay. And good luck, buddy. I'm rooting for you. Proof sets are my favorite. There you go. Geez, I've got all kinds of proof sets, proof singles, proof halves. Proof nickels. Proof nickels. Oh, here's what's next. Here we go. There goes a pen. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. We had those 50s and 60s on the dimes. Well, I'm looking around here trying to find the Standing Liberty quarters. For the life of me, I don't know where they went. I mean, I got 50 of them easy. Somewhere around here, that's not it. Somewhere around here, I got a bunch of quarters, real nice ones. But I've got 1964, 1962, that should be 1961. I got some Jeffersons lying around. Well, they're not really lying around. They're stuffed in little cuddy holes everywhere. These are all proofs, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And they're beauties. Ken PV might. I missed that. I see Avery's message, but I can't see Eric above there. And it won't let me scroll up. Okay, I'm going to miss that whole thing. My 9-year-old would pass out if he received all this. Well, Courtney, I hope you win. Okay, let's have a look real quick at what this is. Home. We got a set of 3 proof nickels, 1961, 1962, 1964. Right? And they're beautiful. These are what you call brilliant proofs. Now, it was time before the Mint got their act together and were putting these things out such that they were, you know, the black and white cameos of today. Before 77, it was hit or miss, and usually it was going to be the brilliant, because only the first, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 coins out of that die would have the cameo and decameo effect. That's okay. Lemonhead answered for me. Well, God love you, Lemon. Lemon put this thing in. Look at this. Did you see this? I love these. I want to collect a whole set of these British half pennies. Beautiful shape. Great big ship. And that's 1967. I should have like 1967 across my forehead. Okay. So these are brilliant proofs. 61, 64, and what was the other one? 62. There you go. Now, sometimes you get some frostiness, but there's not really cameo unless it's cameo on both sides. Sometimes you get some, you know, some frosty on the front, but the back is, you know, completely brilliant. Ginger says, can you tell me if it has been 2 months since the time I won? Just barely. I have no idea, since I did not receive them until you were done with looking at the day's coins. Yeah, it was about a... Oh, God, I really need a list. Okay, until I get that list, anybody can win, because I got to get that list. I got to have an actual list of who won and what date. That's what I got to do. Because everybody wants to win. I know it. Everybody. Look at this stuff. Did you see this? Look at that. Somebody wants to win that. There's a 9-year-old who would just lose his mind with one of these, right? When I was 9, I'd lose my mind if I had, you know, one of these. Oh my God, I found a 1916S. Dude, well, okay, we're going to put these in. I got a 61, 62, and 64. I got some 63s here somewhere too, I swear it. Okay, let me put CoinUp's little logo in there. So we got a few proofs. We got some new pennies. We got half pennies. We got these dollars. We got this proof set, mint set. We got a t-shirt. Come on, a t-shirt. Yeah, we got everything. Clothing, right? We're going to give Dobby clothing. Beautiful dimes. Okay, the nickels. Where the heck my notes go in the nickels? Those going at $3 a piece is 9. So we still got plenty, 20 to work with. Yeah, I think that can go in next. Ooh, that'll work. I'm going to give PayPal a quick check. Wait for it. Log in again. I got to log in every 2 minutes. Sometimes I'm trying to type up stuff and it logs me out. I'm working here. Mantic has sent in a $10 donation. There's Beth. Yep, so good. We're back up to $30. And that's 10 for Mantic. So Mantic goes up another 10 points on the ladder. Won't be long, he'll be a power buyer. Okay, we got 30 bucks to work with, so let's put this in right now. Home, scope, there it is. 2 cents, 1864, large motto. It's a peach, but it's got a problem. Now normally, this guy, when you get the full we, dude, these are tough to get nowadays. XF, you're looking at the full we. You're allowed to have a little bit of wear on the stripes here, but I've got a bit of a scratch right down here. Okay, I'm gonna flip that over, and I've got a great ribbon, right? No problem with some of this, but look, I've got a hairline right down here. Okay, and a lot of people grab these coins and watch this up here. This looks to me like a knife mark right there. It's old, it's dark, it's got a little, you know, got the grunge in there, but follow it around. Let's have a look at what else we got on this thing. You got even wear. You get these with dentals. Sometimes they're all worn out on one side. Okay, I get dentals all the way around. Now, 1864, Civil War is going on. People are hoarding all their precious metals, including copper, because you don't know what's going to happen in a war. Well, they needed to make more coinage. They ran these things until the dies were falling apart. So these little die cracks and die breaks, they're kind of common. You can find them. This is a pretty good sized one. There you go. Shortly after the war, they melted down half these 2 centers. So you might have 20,000 specimens on 1864 survive. But getting in the upper grades, a lot of times these things are just so chewed up, right? The banks, the mint recalled the 2 centers. They were melted down to make Indian pennies and whatever else, nickels. The ones that survived were either being kept or hoarded, or were, you know, had fallen through the floorboards in the house. So you got some superior grades. Not a whole lot of these, you know, XF and VF, and then a whole bunch of them that are just, you know, shot out, rotted, corroded. But you check out the detail. The detail's great, but I got a scratch here, and I've got these marks here. There you go. Well, we're going to try to live with that. The normal price for XF is $54, $53, thereabouts, mid-50s. We're going to put this in at $25. Yeah, that's what the scratches do. People say it's just a little scratch. When they start to get bigger, you can cut the value in half. And we'll get in a little more than that on this one. I think we get away with these contact marks. They're not too bad. For XF, yeah, they'd be mentionable. But these scratches here, these knife marks, that cuts the value in half. But boy, it's a great piece otherwise. Let's see, there's home. One moment, I've lost my way. There, I've got chat back. Lots of us have never won. That's the way it goes. We'll get you there. Okay, we're going to put that guy in because you ought to have a 2 center. And it's good to have those that you can see the details, right? Sometimes you get them and they're just, you know, they look something like this, where you know, you think you can guess what it is. This happens to be a nickel instead of a 2 center, but they get too darn wore out. You can barely identify them. Well, you get these dateless 2 centers. I can pick them up for $1 on occasion. I can like to. Sometimes I give those away. It's kind of fun. Okay, we still got $5 left to play with. Way to go. Yeah, we could do that. Would you like nickels or nickels? What do you like? Well, Ken just said 2 months. 2 months. We're not going to argue about it. I don't have a list of people who have won yet. So whoever wins, I'm going to ship them the package. We're not going to argue about it. We're not going to debate it. I just have to get on the stick and make that list. Okay. But everybody wants to win, so the whole idea is to get more winners out there. So if you know you've won in the last couple of months, how about, you know, take today off. really stick with the whole idea of helping other people get some stuff. You know, geez, how about this? Donate another $5 to the package. Okay, I got buffalo nickels if you like, or I can put in that shield nickel. What would you guys rather have? Well, we'll find out who wins, and we'll give them the choice. The buffaloes, they're pretty good. I got 5 of them up here. The 35, 36 is a 36D. Okay, this one, 37. That one's got a mark across his face. All right, 26. I got a different one. We'll put a different one in for that. Okay, or we can put this guy in, 1876. It's pretty wore out, dude. Dude, it's almost gone. Click on Ken Peavy's name. It'll go to his page. There you will find videos. There you go. And be sure to, you know, subscribe. Where's that bell? Let me show you the bell. Home, screen. Okay, can't see it. Down below the video, you're going to see this bell. You see it up here in the top right corner of the screen right now. You're going to find it below the video. If you click on that, you'll give it little wings. And what's going to happen is when before I go live, I usually start, you know, a timer, and it'll give you a notice when I'm going live and tell you when I'm going to start stuff. Okay, home. So whoever does win, we're going to give a chance. You know, you can have the buffaloes, right? Or you can have the, oh gosh, the tired old shield nickel. But you may not have a shield nickel from 1876, and you might have buffaloes. Now, the shield nickels are kind of nice, but one of these buffaloes, you can get your whole garage cleaned out in a day. That's a 1 hour mark. Okay, I'm going to run over to PayPal. Make sure we take notes, because I think we're there. What's going on? Hit the summary. There's Mantic and Beth and Leon. Yep. And Sean called. Okay, we got Sean Caldwell with 20. And we got Courtney with 5 more. Okay, we're going to find another $25. I got you lined right up over here. Okie-doke. How about a couple of halves? Huh. That or this? Let's put the nickels in. I got nickels. I got to have a penny. What was that one? We could make that work. Wow. That'd be neat. I'm going to meet 25. Yep. See, I got to try to figure out how to make $25 fit with what I've got right here. Okay. I think we'll just piece it together. Okay. Now, we're not going to have Wednesday wheats for a while. So that means I got a bunch of wheats available. So I want to put these in here. What the heck is it? I got to find this. Now, any donations that come in after this, we're going to put in next week's show. My eyes are getting bad. Dude, I don't even know if these are nickels over here. Hi, Martin. Picante, this show is called The Big Show. Oh, Martin Picante. Ken takes donations and fills the table with coins, and then we give it all away. You submit donations to the show. You can send it by PayPal to this email address, and we're going to add it over here, and then we're going to find a way to give it away to somebody. All right, now screen, there it is. Okay, without Wednesday wheats, I've got a bunch of wheats. Okay, now I've got these steels, and they're scrumptious. They really are. I got a bunch of them available. Okay, I've got the P and the D, and let's look for marks on them. These are some of the best rolls I've had in 20 years. And you got to get right into it. I bet you that's a speck of dust. You do have an occasional little blemish, but if I change the light, you'll see it's not a carbon spot at all. There you go, that's appropriate. But when the light is right, it looks like it's black. It's not. There you go. And we'll get over here. Same thing with those spots. They're, you know, it's what the zinc does. But I've got polishing marks. That's the level of quality on these. Let's look for contact marks. The fields are without contact, without blemish. That might be one here, right in there. Is that the worst of it? Yeah, probably. Let's look at the backs. Ken, you have nice. They're darn nice steels. Did you get some yet? You got to look at these. Okay, find issues. There's a little contact mark right there. All right, there's one above the, right here. And that's about it. Let's look at the D. Okay, a little bit of spottiness, but that's not a killer when the rest of the coin is nuts. Down below, that's not a contact mark, that's a polish mark. That's from die polishing. Contact, I'm not seeing it. Now what I'm talking about for these polish marks, over time they're gonna wear down the details on the die, right? The little, right at the field, these little devices, they're gonna kind of get worn. They're not as sharp. So they'll dress the die from time to time, take it out of service, and polish the darn thing. And that polish will leave these little fine lines, like you see right here. And that's just a grinder on the head of the die. There's a fine line, a couple of polishing marks right here. They're usually in the same direction. Sometimes it'll be a whole section be in a different direction where they picked up the grinder, moved it, and then put it back down. Well, let's see, right through the end, that's a polishing mark. Right, now these also serve as die markers when you have die varieties. There we go. But let's look for issues where the coins experience. There's one. There's a contact mark, kinda right there on the T. That's probably when it was dropped into the hopper. Something fell on it. But in the grand scheme of things, that is a tiny, tiny little mark. Now, we're going to put these two in at $17 because that's what I offer them for. And you're going to like them. Everybody likes these. These are wonderful. We'll put that over here. Let's not stack them up. And I'm going to find about $5 more here. Everything's over. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Home. We're going to take away the choice, and we're just going to put all those nickels in. There you go. So we'll put all the nickels on the shield in, and I think we're pretty even here. We've got a 82 proof set. Remember that? It's still here. We got an 87 uncirculated set. Still here. We've got the coin op t-shirt. We've got Dobby's clothing. You've got a 1899 Morgan dollar. Ginger says, I have a bunch of the 43 steels, not in that nice of condition. Do the lower grades still carry a premium? To some degree. Around XF AU with a mid-mark, you can get $1 for them. Okay, below XF and without the mid-mark, a quarter, 15 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents. They're pretty small. Okay, if you get any rust on them, figure just, spend it. You do better, rather than hold on to it, you do better to spend those rusty wheats to create a new coin collector. Okay, look at this. That baby's got, somebody's going to get this. And usually you get it within a week of the end of the show. We got, all the proofs. We got the proofs from Mantic coin, the 2009 from Mantic. We'll get these proofs from Bill. The 1916S from Bill. That's Bill J. The misaligned dime. We've got the copper round. That's from me. I do a little bit here. Okay. Lemonhead sends in the half cent, England. We've got these 6. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shining dimes. And those are 1954S, 55, 55S, 59, 63, and 64. We've got 3 proof nickels, right? 61, 62, and 64. The 2 beautiful steels. Is that it? Okay, then we have the worst of it being, an 1876 shield nickel and 5 more common buffalo nickels. I think we get away with this. You think? I love silver dimes. I kind of like them. Pennies are my thing, but I got no problem with BU dimes. You know, it's hard to get them without a lot of contact marks in the 60s because back then, you know, they're silver, they're taking it out of circulation. And so these dealers would hold on to these mint bags, right? They'd just hoard them, and they kept them. They stayed in the mint bags, just changing from dealer to dealer until the value of the individual coins, you know, made it worthwhile to take them out. But that, you know, they change hands every couple of years, and every time you do it, you know, you jingle them up a little more. So getting those high grades, you know, the MS66s and 67s on these 60s dimes, that's tough. So something to keep an eye out for. Okay, where do we have some notes here? There it is. Haha. Look at all the nickels. Now, I was asking, somebody had asked a question about the nickels in particular. You know, thinking, you know, this is 64, 61, 62. Then, of course, the buffaloes. And then you get V nickels, and then you get the shield nickels. This is one of the first ones I made. She thought they were silver, you know, up before 1964. Of course, all your regular, you know, 10, 25, 50, and $1, that was silver up through 64 when they took the silver out. But the nickels have always been nickel. That's why they call them nickels, right? Seems to make sense. So what percent nickel is a nickel? And the first person that answers that one right wins all this stuff. Beth, you can't leave. All you got to do is answer that question. What percent nickel is a nickel? 98%. Bill, you trying? 45, 2.5, 74, 99, 80, 10%, 72%, 95 says Blockhead. He's going to win his prizes back. What percent nickel are nickels? Lemonhead, they can't be 250%. 89, 35, 250, 75, 2, 1, 77, 25% says DMV. And DMV has not won. So we're going to go to the screen. You guys can stop bidding now. DMV got it. Let me go back just a little bit here. Where'd DMV go? Wait a minute. Okay, stop, 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 stoppity stop. This thing keeps scrolling. I can't find DMV. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go, let's see, where's my thing? There's my thing. I take my thing and go to screen. There's the screen. And over here we got this. Okay, and I should be able to scroll down, but it doesn't work anymore. How come? We're trying to find DMV because I didn't see his whole name. Nope, that's Vic. 2. Gums O'Hara. There's Beth Coddington. There's Cointelligence. There's Hidden. I got to go up just a little bit if I can. There's DMV right here, right before Hidden, right before Cointelligence. No! Look, right up here we got Ray Chop. Ray Chop with 0.25. Anybody else above Ray Chop? Lemonhead, you just won. I'm going to disqualify Lemonhead because he just won very recently, but I'm going to go with Ray Chop. Is anybody else earlier? No. 10%. Okay. I'm going to declare Ray Chop the winner on this one. Anybody have a problem with that? I know Ray don't. Blockhead at 95% first? Well, it's not 95%. Nickels are 25% nickel. They really should call them coppers because they're 75% copper. Okay, let me see if we can find this again. What's going on with this damn computer? It does not want to respond to me. I'm so hitting this thing with a hammer. There we go. Where is it? 25 coin, DMV, and then above that we had Ray Chop. Can we see that? Ray Chop right there. Lemonhead just won a couple of weeks ago, right? So I'm going to go with Ray Chop. Ray, do I have your address? Bill 457 has it first. I'll go back and look for Bill 457. Let's find the, okay, we can see the screen. Bill 457, because it matters what I see on my screen. Let's find it. Let's find it. This thing don't want to move. Okay, let's go back up a bit. There's Lemonhead. There's Ray. There's got to be an easier way to do this. We just draw names and stuff. I don't see 25. Bill has 2.5, which I take to mean 2.5%. So that's not the answer. Scroll down one. 80, 10, 72, 95, 95. There's Lemonhead, but 0.250. He's under the arrow here. But Lemonhead just won. Now I get Ray Chop. Ray Chop, I need your shipping address. Send it here, because I'm going to send this to you. Is this going to fit you? You're free now, Dobby. You get the Coin Up t-shirt. You're going to love it. Let me catch up down here. Okay. Sorry, Bill. That was 2.5. Okay, Ray Chop gets it all. Gets it ack. I can't type with gloves on. No matter. Put that in too quick. There'll be more prizes, right? The whole idea with the mailing list, and it's going to take a little time to put it together in a way that it's going to serve more people, right? And really, I'm going to have more time. That's what Wednesday's for. But I get that working right. You're going to see, oh, geez, there is some pretty good stuff on that list. I want to get in on that. And people probably start talking and say, hey, man, you want to get in on that list. And then hopefully they'll donate more to the channel in order to get those rewards. That's the whole darn idea. Now, if you want to get on that email list, send me an email saying, put me on the list. Because otherwise, I can't just send it to you. I'd be spamming, and that drives people away. What the hell is this? He's selling more shit that I don't need. But if you say, hey, show me, well, then at least I can show you, you know, what we had. But some of the stuff we've had, all kinds. Gee, it's excessive. There are sets, there are proof singles, there are mint state singles, you know, stuff like these dimes. Stuff like, you know, rolls of the buffalo, or, yeah, like buffalo rolls or walkers or some darn thing where I can get them, a lot of them, and rather than sell them individually, you know, make $3, I can move them out the door and put $1 in my pocket. I'm happy as a pig in shit right there. So it's just the volume. Gosh, the stuff. Anyway, it's always something, and it's whatever falls in my lap. But I have a couple of suppliers that I'm really looking at hard, and I think we can make it work. But it's not going to be an instant process. It does take time to transition into this as a bigger system than it has been. But I know I just lost one fellow. They put him in the ground, poor fellow. He was like 80 years old. He had spent a lot of money on me. He was putting together a complete set of Lincolns for his grandson for graduation. Well, his son graduated, so we kind of slowed down his buying anyway. Well, he finally just got old and tired and went to sleep and never got up. When you have time, I need a copy of the past 2 months' winners. How can I help you? Yeah, they're in this form, okay? They're in this form. I got a whole pile of stuff that slid off the desk. And it's a damn mess. Oh, I got to write down Ray Chop. Ray Chop. We'll go from there. First, one last question on the 43s. How does the premium differ if you have the 4 strike-through grease? The grease strike-through isn't a big premium. A lot of times you have them where it's just the 4 will be striked out, just be filled in. It's not a big one. For the greasers to really draw attention, they've got to be, I mean, nothing there. Just, I've had some bad ones. You can't, no letters, right? No numbers. You can barely make out the details on Lincoln's head, and I put it to auction and I got $1. Okay, so if it's just missing one letter or two letters or a few letters or a number, it's not a mentionable premium really. I have several 19.3. So just curious. Yes, it's not enough of a grease-filled dye to make it, stand out. And especially if there's any rust or if it's lower grade, it's just not going to help you out there. Do you sell tubes for storage? I do not. The problem with tubes, where are they? I got some over here, I'm sure of it. The problem with the tubes, they're just too darn big, right? Now, I could make, 10 cents on selling a 30-cent tube or a 37-cent tube, but I can sell, 6 at a time, and then I got to put the shipping up through the roof. I don't see it being valuable. Really, if you want to store coins in bulk, those paper rolls work pretty well, and it'll get you by. But to make these work, it's darn tough. I'm not in gear for doing these. I have limited supplies. I have the stuff that I use pretty regularly, the flips, right? The folders. Those are great for younger collectors. The loops. I mean, these are small and fit so easily, right? Those are great. And I've got some of the boxes. Now those red boxes, they're going up in price. Okay, well I got a bunch of those blue boxes for a really good price, but the shipping is killer on those. Well, I take those boxes and put stuff in there. That helps. But the tubes, they just take up too darn much space. And I don't want to be in the shipping business. I want to be in the coin business. So the supplies that I have are the things that I use regularly and always keep around. I can help you keep up with it from there. Oh, can you come over and clean off the desk, Lincoln? I'll buy you lunch. You can sleep in the back room, We'll cover you with newspaper too. That's what I need, because damn, this place gets out of control. Is there a year of penny that holds significant meaning for you? 1982, the year Mantic was born. Yeah. I've always identified most with the 1942D. Ken, you should get my package tomorrow, so let me know when you get it. Okay. I haven't been in the mailbox in 3 days. I'll get out there and check it. Thanks so much for great info as usual. Appreciate all you do. Good night, everyone. Not quite 100% going back to bed. I'll probably go back to bed. Dang right. Hey, Chef, those sets in my video are actually mint sets. They're between 5 and 10, and the coins are printed or satin finish. That's right. Okay, I got to run to the bathroom, and we're an hour and a half into it. So I want to say congratulations to Ray Chupp, and we'll go from there. You guys stay groovy. We'll see you later.